In the world of Swiss watchmaking, tradition often rules the day. Brands such as Patek Philippe and Rolex are often viewed as the kings of the mountain, both at retail and at auction. Yet a new breed of watchmaker is shaking up the established order. In the vanguard of this new group is the independent watchmaker Richard Mille, which makes futuristic watches regarded in many quarters as the ultimate expression of wealth. In this video, you will see the story of Richard Mille. What is Richard Mille? Richard Mille is a Swiss luxury watch company founded in 2001 by Dominique Guénet and Richard Mille, and based in Les Breuil, Switzerland. The brand specializes in ultra-high-end luxury watches. How did Richard Mille start? Richard Mille began his horological career in the 1970s with the French watchmaking company Finner. Finner was bought by Matre in 1981, and that's when Mille really started to excel. He rose through the ranks, eventually running the entire watchmaking operation. After about a decade, Mille left Matre, which by then had been acquired by Seiko, and took on a position leading a new watchmaking endeavor by Mauboussin, a jewelry firm looking to get into the luxury watch market. Towards the end of the 90s, Mille finally took the leap to start his own brand. The brand that astonishes us and that we all know and love today, Richard Mille. The concept for the Richard Mille brand was to bring watchmaking up to speed with the 21st century. With Mille's extensive technical experience and progressive mindset, the Richard Mille brand did exactly that. Within 2 years, circa 2001, Richard Mille released its first watch, the RM001. It was a tourbillon timepiece unlike anything the watch industry had ever seen. What came next was high-profile endorsements, marketing ingenuity, and prolific creations of revolutionary timepieces. Who invented it? Richard Mille is a Swiss luxury watch company founded in 2001 by Dominique Guénet and Richard Mille, and based in Les Breuil, Switzerland. The brand specializes in ultra-high-end luxury watches. Richard Mille started his career within the 1970s with Finner, a French watchmaking company. After the local company was bought by Matre in 1981, Mille rose through the ranks until he started managing the company's entire watchmaking operation, focusing on brands like QPR Riem and Yema. Growth of the business. While 2020 might not have been the best year for the Swiss watch industry, watch exports haven't been this low since 1946. The continuing success of Richard Mille sees the 22-year-old brand edge into the upper tier of watchmaking's biggest players. Morgan Stanley's latest annual report on the state of the Swiss watch industry promoted Richard Mille from 8th to 7th in terms of annual revenue. It was 10th in 2018, which the report's authors estimate at $840 million. But the 6 companies ranked ahead of it all have one thing in common that sets them apart from Mille: an average age of 163 years. Richard Mille, which by contrast was only established in 1999, has achieved phenomenal success in a short space of time through its eponymous founders' genuinely disruptive vision of forward-thinking high watchmaking. Having ruled their respective niche for almost 20 years now, it's no surprise that Richard Mille is one of the most exclusive brands in the world. While they can disregard price as a factor, they can't disregard the complexities of producing timepieces that are so unconventional and ahead of their time. This results in minimal production runs, meaning their watches are almost always sold before they are even made. With most things in life, we always want what we can't get, and the people who can afford Richard Mille watches aren't used to hearing no. This mix of exclusivity, extreme prices, and distinct aesthetics have created a perfect storm whereby Richard Mille watches are adored by the rich and famous as a status symbol, given they act as a beacon of wealth in the age of social media. Their high prices serve as a way to screen out the unworthy, and their limited production makes those that can afford a Richard Mille watch desire it even more. Here are some facts about Richard Mille. Number 1. Richard Mille the man. Richard Mille, who hails from southern France, founded Richard Mille. Before founding the brand, he was an export manager with Finner. Eventually, he rose to the position of director of the firm's numerous watchmaking brands when the Matre Group acquired Finner. In 1990, he became CEO of Mauboussin's watchmaking division. There, he also took the position of head of jewelry and was deeply involved in the design process. It was here that his eye for design was combined with his love for mechanics, thus birthing Richard Mille the brand. Number 2. 2001 was the year. In 2001, Richard Mille finally took the plunge and released the RM001, a watch built with the support of renowned Swiss movement manufacturers and receptive retailers. From the beginning, Richard Mille was focused on extremely technical watchmaking. He envisioned a renaissance in the watchmaking codes and harbored a strong appetite for challenges. Eventually, Richard Mille grew to be associated with the sporting world, a tradition that continues with many prominent athletes today. Number 3. The world's lightest mechanical tourbillon watch. The distinction of making the world's lightest mechanical tourbillon watch belongs to Richard Mille. Richard Mille and Philippe Massa jointly designed the RM006 tourbillon in 2004. The RM006 featured a carbon nanofiber baseplate. This greatly reduced its weight and cemented its title as the lightest mechanical tourbillon watch of 2004. Number 4. Best of both worlds. What you get in a Richard Mille watch is best of both worlds, meaning this watch carries the elegance of Swiss watches and the high performance of race cars. Richard Mille worked with numerous watchmaking companies before becoming an independent brand. This work experience and his love for race cars resulted in the birth of this brand. Number 5. Limited annual production. These avant-garde Richard Mille watches are very limited editions. Only 5,000 or fewer watches are produced, only which get sold out the minute they are launched. Undoubtedly, each year the demand for Richard Mille outstrips the production. The lovers of this luxurious brand are so many that these constantly remain in high demand. Most notable models. Number 1. Richard Mille RM1103 McLaren. Richard Mille and McLaren Automotive released their first jointly commissioned timepiece, the RM1103 Automatic Flyback Chronograph McLaren, at the 2018 Geneva International Motor Show. Limited to 500 pieces worldwide, McLaren customers have the opportunity to match their edition number of 1 to 500 of their McLaren Ultimate Series to the case-spec number of their RM1103 McLaren. Number 2. Richard Mille RM4001 McLaren Speedtail. Despite the extraordinary anatomy of the case, Salvador Arbona, Richard Mille's movement technical director, created a horological engine that seamlessly occupies all the available space and introduces a level of mechanical sophistication that makes the RM4001 an appropriately extraordinary companion to the Speedtail. McLaren's relentless pursuit of aerodynamic efficiency provided the starting point for the design of the RM4001 Automatic Tourbillon McLaren Speedtail. Number 3. Richard Mille RM055 Bubba Watson. The RM055 Bubba Watson is inspired by the RM038 Bubba Watson tourbillon watch presented in 2011. Its mechanical movement, crafted in grade 5 titanium, displays extreme skeletonization. The RM055 is a highly technical creation that is innovative, sporty, and hand-finished in the finest watchmaking tradition. Number 4. Richard Mille RM69 Erotic. The RM69 offers its wearers the pure pleasure of the new Richard Mille Oracle complication, a mechanism that sets off the rotation of 3 grade 5 titanium engraved rollers like Tibetan prayer wheels, displaying a random phrase. This tripartite tunnel-shaped case is fully curved, which enables the watch to be ergonomic and comfortable, but is time-consuming to produce and requires a high level of quality control. So that's it for today. This was the story of Richard Mille. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.